Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Growing semiconductor shortage remains a global concern. Semiconductors or chips have properties that are somewhere between conductors and insulators. Usually made of silicon, they are used to power a wide range of devices, that is cars, laptops, smartphones, household appliances and gaming consoles. These semiconductors perform a host of functions such as powering displays and transferring data. So, a supply crunch has a consequent impact on sales of cars, fridges, laptops, TVs and other electronic devices. In India, the number of investors in cryptocurrencies has rapidly grown over the past year and is now distorting how semiconductors are used. Global leaders and executives at multinational corporations are worried about the global shortage of semiconductors, which has hit manufacturing and sales in numerous countries, and no early solution is in sight. The unforeseen situation is not expected to improve anytime soon, and supply constraints could potentially continue into 2023. Though companies are on a war footing to ramp up production, the problem will likely worsen before reaching a resolution. Intel's chief executive Pat Gelsinger recently warned that the worst is yet to come. The surge in sales for electronic devices during the pandemic created a huge demand for semiconductors. But COVID-19 is not the only factor behind the shortage. The chip shortage has now become a talking point not just between companies and governments, but also between leaders and countries. Western countries have expressed a need to shift manufacturing within their countries and become self-reliant. Another key reason is the tense relationship between the United States and China is also a factor, since many US companies do business with Chinese companies. For instance, Huawei, which supplied to American chip makers, has been blacklisted by the US government. Production of laptops, tablets, smartphones and other electronic devices has been impacted by the shortage of semiconductors. According to data from Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, that is SIAM, automobile wholesales in India declined 11% year-on-year in August. When we see the data points, Maruti Suzuki, India's largest car maker, has seen about 60% cut in production in September due to shortage in supply of semiconductors. Mahindra & Mahindra said it had cut output by 20 to 25% in September due to the semiconductor shortage. The automaker also planned 7 no production days at its automotive plants during the month. Kenichi Ayukawa, the president of the SIAM, recently said while the chip shortage is challenging, it does provide an opportunity for the Indian automobile industry. Electric vehicles maker Tesla had in August announced that it is developing a Dojo chip to train artificial intelligence networks in data centers. Tesla CEO Elon Musk said the Dojo chip should be operational next year. Going forward, other automakers will also eventually develop and/or manufacture their own chips. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Government is going to bring a well-consulted cryptocurrency bill, says Finance Minister. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that the government will bring a well-consulted cryptocurrency bill, speaking at the Hindustan Times Leadership Summit 2021. Sitharaman restated that regulated speculation about the developments in crypto space is unhealthy. While responding to a query in the Parliament on November 29th, she clarified there is no proposal to recognize Bitcoin as a currency. The government does not collect data on Bitcoin transactions. Ashwini Vaishnaw indicates new legislation. The Information and Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw hinted that the government could be bringing a change in information technology legislation. The IT Minister made the statement in response to a question on whether there was a need to bring a change to IT Act of 2000. He further added that the discussion on news will possibly begin very soon. He said the Prime Minister has already taken steps in this direction and almost 1,500 archaic laws have been removed from the statute book. Accenture acquires Headspring. Accenture has acquired the consulting practice of Headspring, a cloud-native and platform engineering services firm based in Austin, Texas. Headspring's services and cloud experts will boost Accenture Cloud First's platform engineering capabilities aimed at helping clients accelerate their transformations and derive greater value from their cloud investments. Headspring provides a broad range of cloud services including platform architecture engineering, modernization and product management. Headspring's consulting team of highly skilled professionals with accreditations in cloud engineering and cloud native services will join Accenture Cloud First, enhancing Accenture's platform engineering capabilities in working closely with hyperscalers. With approximately 90 employees in the US and Mexico, Headspring serves public and private sector clients across numerous industries, including energy, financial services, government, and non-profits. Tata's chip manufacturing plan experiences obstacles. The Tata Group's plan to set up a $300 million semiconductor manufacturing facility is likely to face some difficulties due to the absence of raw materials in India and its scarce availability outside due to the ongoing shortage globally. The Tata plant will rely on wafer production from offshore chip foundries, which are already struggling under intense demand. The company is planning to run the group as an outsourced semiconductor assembly and testing facility. The facility will assemble and test semiconductor chips after sourcing the sophisticated silicon wafers from semiconductor foundries like Taiwan-based TSMC Fitch Solutions. Google Cloud reveals infrastructure expansion plans. Google has announced new cloud regions coming to Columbus, Ohio, and Dallas in Texas in the US, as well as new expansions across the globe to make apps run faster for local users. Google Cloud now consists of 29 cloud regions and 88 zones, up from 25 regions and 76 zones in April 2021. It gives customers compute and storage resources that are closer to their users, as well as Google's analytics and its content distribution network. Google is also planning to spend 1 billion euros on cloud infrastructure in Germany for 10 years, building the Berlin-Brandenburg data center in 2022 and expanding the cloud region in Frankfurt. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.